Input-output module is the key element for computer systems. It basically controls the peripheral devices. Thus, input-output module has two major functions. First, interface to the processor and memory via the system bus or central switch. Second, interface to one or two peripheral devices by tailored data lines. Input peripherals include keyboard. Output peripherals include monitors and printers. Input output peripherals include magnetic devices and magnetic tapes.
Myself, Vaishnavi Shivde. Coming to I/O interface part. Why it is required? For external devices to communicate with internal storage devices, we require some special kind of link. I/O devices basically provides method for transferring information between internal storage and external I/O devices. In below diagram, you can see there are three types of bus: data bus, address bus and control signals. Data bus is used to hold data. Address bus is used to collect address. Control signals will transfer signals from one device to another.
Now I am explaining connection of I/O bus to the I/O interface. As shown in the diagram, CPU has the three lines: address lines, data line, control lines. As you can see, processor is not directly connected to any of the device. We have an interface between each device. So there are the three interface unit: address decoder, control circuit, data. Among them, control circuit and data are connected to the input device. Starting with address decoder, it enables the device to recognize its address when the address appears on the address line. Data register holds data, and control circuit synchronize data flow and supervises the data transfer between processor and peripheral.
Hello, I am Madhur. I will be talking about the connection between I/O bus and I/O interface. When the processor wants to communicate to any I/O device, it will put the address into the address bus. The address will reach the I/O module through the address bus only. Then the I/O interface will process the address and it activates the device to which the data is to be sent. You can see this in the following diagram. Then the I/O interface will send the I/O command to the external device and the peripheral device will interpret it accordingly.
Hi, my name is Vaishnavi and I will be covering the differences that exist between control computer, that is CPU and memory, and each peripheral. Major differences between peripherals and control computer, that is CPU and memory. Peripherals, they are the electromechanical and electromagnetic devices. Their manner of operation is different from CPU and memory. CPU and memory, they are the electronic devices. Data transfer rate is lower in peripherals whereas it is faster in CPU. So synchronization mechanism is needed. In peripherals, data codes and formats that differ in byte blocks format, whereas in CPU, word format is used for data. Operating modes of peripheral, they differ from each other and must be controlled so as not to disturb the operation of other peripherals connected to the CPU.
Hello, I am Vallabh. So let's see how an I/O module works when we give an input from an external device. Let's first see the diagram of the external device. Here we give the input to the transducer. It converts the data into electrical signals and these signals go into the buffer. Then the control logic will ask the I/O module if it's ready to take the input or not. If it's ready, then the data will go to the I/O module. Let's see the diagram of the I/O module. Here the data will come from the external device to the external device interface logic, and now I/O logic will send the data to the processor through system buses depending upon the type of data external device gave. After the processing, the same process will be followed to give the output to the monitor or whatever the output device.